Let's talk about the things that could be important to you. And these are the things that if you have someone coming out to talk to you about the possibility of listing your home, you need to make sure that you get straight in your mind what's most important to you. And I'm just going to give you a list of a few things. Number one is you being satisfied with the process most important. Now, if you're anything like me, I'm a high D personality, which means I don't want all the details, but I want the opportunity to stop working with someone who is not doing the things for me that I know need to be done or that they promise to do. Next consideration would be timing. In some cases, it is the timing of the sale that is the most important thing. It's not, can I get $650,000 for the place? It's, can I close on March the 15th? Sometimes people got to be somewhere by March the 18th, and timing is so very important. Another thing that could be most important to you is sales price. Meaning, I don't care how long it takes me, I want to get the most money for my home. When I sold my home, I did get a very good sales price for my home, but that was not my main criteria. My main criteria is I didn't want to spend a lot of time dealing with it. I wanted it to happen fairly quickly, and that was important to me. You also might be one of those people that it's important for you to understand what's going on from a marketing and sales standpoint. Over last week's show and over the prior segment in this week's show, you've heard me talking about the things that we do from a listing perspective. And you could be one of those people who says, well, I'm not sure that every real estate agent who comes out and tells me what they're going to do is actually going to do all of that. And I want to make sure that everything that needs to be done, that can be done, is being done to sell my home. Another consideration of something that's important is the condition of the home. I meet so many people. When I get to their home, they say, I'm embarrassed about the way my home looks, or I'm embarrassed about the amount of clutter in the attic, or amount of clutter in the basement, or I'm embarrassed that the house is not cleaner. For those who have that consideration, it could be that the condition of the home is most important to them. And we are set up and ready and prepared to help you change the condition of your home. We've sold homes that had hoarders in them, and 2 weeks later, everything is out, the house has been painted, the carpet has been replaced, and that house sells for top dollar, even though literally 2-3 weeks before, you couldn't even walk through the home except for these little paths that have been carved in the home. We've had homes that have had water problems. We've had homes that from a cosmetic standpoint looked fresh and new for 1987, which means there are jewel tone colors. It means there's vines growing up the wallpapers. You know, you remember. And if you're worried that the condition of the home is not right, then that should be one of your priorities. How do I get the condition of my home right so I can fetch the top dollar? And then the last thing that could be important to you is certainty, meaning you don't want too many contingencies in your agreement. You don't want the buyer to have 20 different contingencies that end the last day prior to closing. You want to make sure there's as few contingencies as possible. So it's either your satisfaction, the timing, the sales price, the marketing and sales process, the condition of the home, or the contingencies. Those are the things you should be asking any agent who comes to your home with the intention of listing your home.